Alright. What's up, guys? I think we're 6 minutes early, but I'm gonna start anyway. Fun fact. Back in my day, we didn't play games like Roblox. We had Flash games like this one. Of which, Alright. What's up, guys? Okay, good to know that my audio works. So, the short of it is, this game is, I get a giant sword, I run around in a nest of slimes, and I slash them all. Oh yeah, and there's a bunch of cool, achievables. Good times. I cannot tell you how many hours I invested in this game as a kid. Genuinely, back then, it was just all you needed to be happy was an internet connection, and you had an unlimited list of games to play. I get the feeling this stuff doesn't taste like lemon. But it might. But I'm not totally sure. But the longer you survive, the further into the nest you make it, the more dangerous the gloopals become. And eventually it does actually get pretty tricky. I vaguely remember most of them. Here's a clutter. I remember them because they get really annoying if you get too many on screen. They stick little versions of themselves to you, which slows you down. At least that's what I remember of it. Of course, you've met the regular green gloopals. They aren't innocent, actually. These are incredibly dangerous creatures. And it isn't murder, it's more like extermination. Like, if you've watched or read Hunter x Hunter, think of the Chimera ants. Getting rid of them was imperative to protecting people. These orange ones, called melties, are full of dangerous acid. And sometimes, the regular green gloopals will turn into these giant, oh no, biter. Those biters are like the army ant, attackers of the nest. Uh-oh, we've gotten an amalgam. Yep. They turn other gloopals into themselves and then they consume you. Ah, I still got it. After all these years, I still have the muscle memory. Uh-oh. I didn't notice that one was still alive. Ah, that was close. I almost got bitten. Ah! That was unfortunate. But now you can see why these things are dangerous. And why you need to kill them all, because if you don't, they'll spill into public areas. And then all the people will be devoured. But look at all the achievables! Back in the day, these were still novel. And getting achievements wasn't like something you'd expect of video games, it was just really cool. I want rewards, not awards. Because I want to get this thing. A battle suit. No, I won't have to deal with that. Yeah. Aurora, I do believe I have explained... Yeah, Demon gets it. They're not innocent. They're dangerous. They're dangerous creatures. These green gloopals probably collect regular food by stealing it from humans. And sometimes they live in houses, like this one. This is clearly a house. Now, what is it that I need to do now? I think my goal is just to collect all the awards. I know there's an award for clearing each level of nest and killing one of each type of gloopal. And then there's another one for killing a specific number of them. I think there's one for spending a certain amount of time stuck in slime. I'm sure the others will come back to me. It's been a while. But, this brings back memories. Oh, there's one for preventing them from turning into an oozle. I think that's what those are called. I've already forgotten. I think it showed me earlier. BGM isn't anything super special, but it's nice. It's good enough. Gotta watch out for those piles of acid, though. It'll melt the skin right off your bones. I probably shouldn't have killed that one before it formed. Ow. That one bumped right into me. What a jerk. Excuse me. Pardon me. See, I don't even need to deal with them sometimes. The acid does it for me. You know, I used to think that it was, ooh, test drive. 5 minutes. Oh, right, that's a thing. That was close. I almost got bitten. That would not have been the best. Not another... Ah. Well, there goes my battle suit. Wow. Sweet combo. Oh! Ah, great, I'm covered in slime again. Ha! Irk. Flutters. I know you guys are probably talking in chat, but I don't think I should take my eyes off the screen right now. Oof. Oh! I was looking the wrong way and I accidentally sprayed the acid onto myself. Let's give that one another try. Okay. So, we have 200 glooples to dispatch in this nest. So what's new with you guys? I've been working slowly, day by day, chipping away at that animation. When I had asked you guys for stuff to give Teto to say, my initial thought was, oh, I should just do something really simple and basic. And then I got carried away and I started animating stuff, and now I'm reanimating stuff, and it's taking a lot longer than I had expected. Ooh, welding. That sounds exciting. Stick 2 pieces of metal together. Make them stick. It isn't really sticking, is it? It's fusing the pieces of metal. You know, something I've always wanted to try is blacksmithing. I just want to know how it feels to move a piece of metal by hitting it with a hammer. Something about it just seems really cool. Oop. Is funny? Ah! That was close. Yeah, there used to be, like, hundreds upon hundreds of games just like this one back in the day. Those were good times. I vaguely remember... What were some of my favorites? I remember there was a game called The Magic Lantern. It was like a rhythm game. Maybe I can find it again. It was a lot of fun. Like, every kind of cool game you can imagine, somebody probably had made it. Now it's kind of difficult for you to find them again. I used to play on this website called Congregate, of which is still around, but the games just don't all work like they used to. Things are different now than they used to be. Ooh, adept. not bad. Oh, no. Well, I've been bitten. Maybe I should just collect clutters. Ow. Uh-oh. No! I think there was an award for getting lots of clutters stuck on you. Did I get a reward? Oh, I did! Now I just need to save up enough things so that I can get the second thing. Then I can get the super armor, which is basically this armor which protects you from one hit, and this armor which protects you from slime. I should use that. Oh, but I want to get the other... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that what you need to do is just let a clutter hit you with a lot of baby clutters. And then you get the achievable. I know they're called achievements, and I probably should call them achievements. But at some point, I think it was Red versus Blue, where they made the one joke about achievements. And one of the guys called them achievables, and it just sort of stuck with me. Good times. It feels like this is just a vibe. Ooh, 10 minutes. Ah! I feel the pain every time a gloople bumps into me. It's like having a full-grown person run into you. And then they just bounce off, like they don't even care. Why did those even develop? The melties. It just seems really not very advantageous to the entire nest. You know? Like, they can pop on anything, so they could accidentally harm their own families, I guess. You know, I wonder what the life cycle of a slime is like. How do they even work? Do I want to know? Do they, like, multiply like single-celled organisms? Oh. That was close. Another amalgam. Keep. Uh-oh. That was not the best. Oh, I think that was going to turn into a leveled up biter, of which I don't remember what they're called. I looked away for a second. One has eggs. One just splits off. Depends on the slime. Ah, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I didn't mean to leave the nest. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully I survive this time. I would love to see a remake of this game. In some form. It was a really cool idea back then. I could see them making like a 3D Mega Bonk style of this game. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. Have the slimes like bubble up to the surface. If I had more time on my hands and wasn't focused on trying to make videos, I think I would actually invest time in trying to figure out how to program a game like that. That seems like fun. But I'm not really a programmer. I'm not even all that tech savvy. Oh well, that's the way it be. Hey, look, a clutter. Missed. Oh, right, I was trying to collect those. Oops. Well, there goes the battle armor again. Oh. So I don't need to know how to be a programmer to do game dev? I mean, not that I have the time either way. That's one. Ooh. Yay, I got it! Ow. Oh, this is not looking good. Oh, so engines will do all the work for me. So I just need to find an engine that'll work. I guess I should try out, making something in Unity, maybe? I don't actually know how to use Unity very well. I've used it, like, once to make a map that I imported into VR chat. But it wasn't very good. And it was just basic geometry. I don't even know who made this game. If I were to try and make a new version of this, I'd probably need to credit the original developer, huh? At the very least. I mean, I think Unity is the one that's most useful for me to learn, because I can then learn to do VR stuff. There's a game that I've been wanting to make for ages that I've had in the back of my mind, which would allow me to, like, swing around in VR, because I've always liked the sensation of, like, Spider-Man swinging. There's a world like that in VR chat, but it just doesn't have the same feel that I'm looking for. There is, however, one game, Backrooms VR, that has some really cool mechanics for their, swinging around. Text-based? I think I've made text-based games. Back in high school, I took a programming course and I made a text-based video game. Well, I melted. You know, I think I'm gonna switch out for the hazard suit. What awards am I missing still? I can get more of these, which requires me to slay more slimes. I'm sure I'll get this soon enough. Alright, catch you later, Sans. Thanks for popping by. I feel like I need to stream a whole lot more in order to start building up this community a bit more, but at the same time, I know most of the community is composed of people that are just here for Miku. And unfortunately, I am not Miku. This is something I learned a long time ago. But as long as people are happy watching my content, I think that's what matters most. And then streaming is just something for me, because I want to stream, and I like the interactions I get to have with people. Who knows, at some point I may actually successfully figure out how to get Miku talking in my streams. That'd be cool. And I have some ideas, but it's way too complicated to get it all working. It'd be kind of like ventriloquism, but I can't directly get Miku to say exactly what I need at any given moment. I'd probably have a limited set of things for her to say. Of which I would need to set up voice lines ahead of time. I have ideas, I just don't know how to make them work exactly. Oh, that was a big swing. That was close. I almost got bit. That would have been unpleasant. I got 99 gloopals, but a gloopal ain't one. It's less than 99, in fact. A Siri bot of Miku. Interesting idea. Not sure if I'm actually gonna invest the time into looking into that, though. Like, there are solutions. The question is more, do I have the time and energy to look into them? And normally I struggle to find the time and energy to do anything. But I do have my semester over now, which is nice. It's been nice having a bit more time. Though I have just primarily been resting a lot. Excuse me? Please leave, thank you. It isn't really leaving, is it? I mean, it is leaving this mortal coil. That's kind of like leaving, right? Slash. Splat. Oh! Uh-oh. It's the queen. Ah! Ah! She got me. The queen got me. I was so close. And then I lost. The queen is no pushover. She is an eldritch horror unlike anything. Ooh. Got another achievable. Bleep bloop. Man, I should get achievements for my streams. I can just, set up little animation, connect it to some buttons, then randomly when people show up, I'll have an animation flash up on screen. I can be like, oh, thanks, so-and-so, you got the, state the obvious achievement. And the emotional damage achievement. That seems like a ridiculous idea. I love it. Oh, ha-ha, demon. I get it. Very funny. That was a good one. Gosh dang it. This really is just the most chill vibe thing ever. I need a new chair, but I think I might also need a new phone. I need money. Great. Now I need a new sternum because that thing just bit mine out. Well, no point in complaining. It's not like anything's gotta change, right? At least that's what people keep telling me. I have reason to doubt that. I think change happens all the time. I mean, not when you go to the store, nobody pays in cash anymore, but if you were to pay in cash... Hey, welcome back, Sans. What was I saying? Oh yeah, change happens all the time, except for in the store, because nobody pays in cash anymore. It's weird. Actually, I bet... not again. I've lost track of how many times that's happened to me. I mean, it is low effort to make the no head joke, but... I mean, who else is making jokes? If you're not making jokes, you're gonna have a bad time. that I'm Tish. Yeah, I don't know. What else is new? The cost of RAM has gone up. I'm fairly certain that the world's gonna go into an economic crisis, but what else is new? I finished my semester, and I got a C in one of my courses. Still waiting on hearing how I did in the math course, though. Ha! They can't get me. I'm too swift. You think Taylor Swift can quickly make clothes? Something tells me she can't. But what if she can? Then Taylor Swift would be a Swift Taylor. I'm sorry for my puns. My crimes against language. I'm wanted in 300 countries. Actually, I'm not sure how many countries there are. I picked a number at random. I'm wanted in 73 countries for my crimes against English. I wish I had a pun for that. Oh hey, I got another achievement. Bleep bloop. Oh! I got hit by acid. What? I've already forgotten what I said that you're probably hearing now. Retry. I swear, one of these days I am going to make it. I'm gonna survive. Just you watch. I like this game a lot. I might play it more in my free time after this is over. Or maybe I should just stream more. If you're enjoying this, wait until you get to see me punch gnomes tomorrow. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you hate gnomes as much as I do. Wait, what? I don't know how to respond to that, demon. Look at what you did. You killed me. You got me killed. I was KIA in the line of duty, doing my part as a citizen, fighting the slimes. Are you doing your part? Join the army of guys with big knives. Fight slimes. The aliens? No, not the aliens, the slimes. Fight the slimes, not the bugs. Never give up. Never surrender. That's the thing that the Starship Troopers always say. And how could they be wrong? They are fighting to be citizens. But they could be better. They could be super citizens. Oh, wow. I missed and I survived anyway. Wicked. That's what I would call wicked, awesome, super cool. Slash. Ah! He got me. Well, it's a good thing that this game only has cartoony violence. Have you guys seen any cool games lately? I haven't actually seen any new games that I've been excited for in a long time. In fact, all the games that I'm mostly excited for are really old games, and I'm only excited for seeing them go on sale. Arc Raiders? I've heard of that one. I don't know much about it aside from it's one of those extraction shooters. No? No what? I remember Ark Survival Evolved. Oh, there were two of them and I missed. You know what I've been playing recently? They had Neon White on the, PlayStation Plus thing. I got the basic version, so I got that this month, and it's been a lot of fun. Something I can do every now and again, like pick up and put down. It's cool because it's got that speedrunning aspect to it. I've really been moving towards playing more games that are something you can pick up and put down quickly. Oh, which games? Ah, are they indie titles, I guess? Ah, slimes. Every day it's slimes. Today it's in a forest. You can tell it's a forest because there are leaves on the ground. Or, I think those are leaves. That was incredibly close. I very nearly got bitten into. I really want to finish this small nest so I can move on to larger nests. See more variety. There's a lot of species of ouzel that we haven't seen. I think these things are called ouzels. No, they're glooples. How did I forget that? It's in the bottom corner, right there. Oh well. My mind has been failing me as of late. Ooh, spare time. I can spare a minute. I see. Slavic Simulator. Never heard of it. You know what I need to play again? Drive Beyond Horizons. Last time I played it on stream, though, things didn't go great. It's a lot of fun, though. Oh. Oh, wow. Lucky. Saved by a puddle of acid. I definitely would have been devoured if not for the random pile of acid. Get out of here, clutter. Ah. Won't be long now until I see the nest boss. Hopefully I can survive that long. Ow. Normally you see it within the last 10. can, but it's not spawning. Huh. I did it! Nest cleared. We survived. Good work, team. I made it to expert. Not bad. And let's unlock this thing. I'm probably gonna stick with what I already had though. Awards. What's this for? For scoring a 777 score. Huh, neat. That's probably one of the more difficult ones to get too. Hazmat, awarded for splatting 50 melties. The good news, the defensive value of melties is near unequaled. The bad news, after splatting this many, you've sometimes forgot not to walk straight into the acid like an idiot. Exterminator, awarded for splatting 1,000 gloopals. At this point, it should become clear that these are the most dangerous gloopals in the game. Tell me the oomph noise doesn't strike a sense of impending doom into your heart. RIP. Awarded for being killed 10 times. At first you don't succeed. Respawn. Victory! Awarded for clearing a small single nest. That's 200 less little multicolored blobby things menacing your screen. Well done. Awarded for playing the game 5 minutes total. No one can say you didn't give it a fair shake. Kinda fun. Awarded for playing the game 10 minutes total. Yeah, you know you like it. Casual interest. Awarded for playing the game 20 minutes total. Admit it, you like it. Spare time. Awarded for playing the game 30 minutes total. Well, if there are awards to collect, that's kinda cool. The game makes a good point. There are awards to collect, and that is kind of cool. Caretaker, you say? Interesting. I might have a look at a review or something of that. Oh, you know what? I definitely remember there being an achievement for leaving it paused for some amount of time. And this also gives me a chance to catch up on all the things you've said. The game Slavic Simulator is just a way to describe it being... I see. I don't actually know what a Slavic simulator would be, though. I see. So it's about stealing water? It's a game about water thievery. Yep. That is true, Sans. The game is paused. There's a specific reason I have it paused, though. We're waiting for an achievement to pop up for having it left on pause for a certain amount of time. That is my goal here, to get the achievement for leaving it paused. I want to get all the achievements. That's... Why are my eyes closed? That's what I want out of life. Every single achievement in this game. Oh, it's a game about apartment cleaning. So it's like House Swapper, or Flipper. House Flipper. But instead of flipping houses, you fix apartments. That sounds cool. I'd be down to play something like that. I don't think that the achievement I'm looking for has come up. Oh, there it is. Absentee. Okay. Oh. Aww. Well, now I can read this. Absentee, awarded for pausing the game for 2 full minutes. I hope you washed your hands. I did not. I didn't even leave the screen. Aw, man, though. I'm kind of upset that I accidentally pressed X instead of just unpausing. My bad. The pause button is spacebar. How am I supposed to remember that? It's such an odd button to set as your pause button, you know? I wonder if any of the other usuals are gonna show up. It's been a long time since I've seen them. I wonder how Jack and Why Me are doing. They're real old members of the server, or of the channel. Not really members, technically, but they've been around for a while. And after you've been around for a while, I tend to get to know you. Yep, I've seen a lot of people come and go. Oh, what now? I haven't checked the community in a little while. I should check that later. I'm sure there's something that's gone on there. There normally is. Well, sort of. Oh well, I just try to be chill. I feel sleepy, though. But I feel like that's just regular day-to-day stuff these days, huh? Oh. That could have been bad. I very nearly melted. My hazmat suit has taken a real beating. I had better keep my eyes on the prize, right? I gotta get back into the swing of streaming, so a big part of why I've decided to play this game in particular is because it's so easy to set up and play. Oh, hey, a new gloople. Bounce. It's just a giant boulder. That's terrifying. And I know exactly how you need to destroy them. But I needed a melty on screen for that because you need to melt their exterior. Oh hey, another gloople. Oh, I think I know another achievement for those. But I need to find another one of those ink guys in order to get that achievement. Oh no, not another one of these guys. Uh-oh. I don't remember what that guy was called. Oh, aw. I think it was a Fuzzy? Something like that. Oh. Oh no! Ah! This is not looking good for the green mage. Hey! Oh no! He got me! I went right into the inky one. What's it called? Inky. Oh. Like stickies, inkies are designed to travel towards a target and burst themselves by contact, rupturing their fragile outer membranes to release the fluid contents of their bodies. Gross. Unlike stickies, however, inkies are composed of a substance very similar to petrol. The resulting area after an inky has burst is left extremely sticky, or slick, opposite of sticky, and difficult to move dexterously through. In addition, while all gloopals are somewhat flammable due to their alcohol base of their liquid... Really? Alcohol-based? Okay. Components... Inkies are especially so, and their ink, if ignited, will burn for an extended period or may even combust if adequately compressed. Any inky with the proximity of open flame should be carefully avoided. Oh, it's a fuzzle. Alright. Not what I wanted. I wanted rewards. Very different from awards. Now I'm remembering there is another achievable that I can get. And the way you get it is... hitting your sword against a very hard thing multiple times. Oh. Well, I think I might need to hit my sword a few more times than that, then. Inky indeed. Oh yeah, right, Half-Life 3, I forgot about that. That should be exciting. Oh, I still need to finish Half-Life 2, though. I'm not sure if you saw, but I did play through Half-Life 1 a while back. So that was pretty cool. Oh no! I stepped too close. Mistakes were made. I was consumed by a giant slime. Alright, well, I'm only here so I can get achievements anyway. And I haven't gotten an achievement for... I think I need to do this like 100 times. Or hit something 100 times. Something like that. I don't remember. I just vaguely remember the details of how to get the achievement. What other achievements were in this game? I know that there was an achievement for being blinded by an Inky and killing something. I never really played GTA, so I was never probably gonna be all that excited either way. I am still kind of excited about the new Elder Scrolls, but let's be honest, that's probably a few decades away. I mean, think about the distance between when they had completed Elder Scrolls 4, which was Oblivion, and Elder Scrolls 5. And it was Skyrim that really got me into the Elder Scrolls to begin with, so... That was back when I was in high school that it came out. So that should tell you a thing or two about how old that game is. Man, I'm old. It's something I don't like to think about. I want my time back. I didn't get what I was promised out of life. I want a refund. I want to speak to Time's manager. Who's in charge of this whole time thing anyway? I demand to speak to the manager of time. Puts on Karen hair. It's so ridiculous. Dawn of War. Haven't heard of that one. What's that about? There's slime everywhere. Someone's gonna have to clean this up. And it ain't gonna be me. I'm just here to make the mess. I don't clean it. Might need to hire a cleaner for that. Oh no! Oops. Well, let's retry that. Ow. At least I got some smooth jazz. You like jazz? I think that's what the bee says from Funny Movie. Funny Bee Movie. You know, I bet I could do so much more if I just invested the time. Maybe. I'm not actually sure what I'm capable of. Maybe I'm not capable of anything. I feel like I have ideas. But ideas don't mean anything, do they? When does an idea matter? That's the question I'm asking here. Asking the big questions of life. Dunno. Hard to say. I feel like I burnt out years ago. I'm just sort of coasting off of absolute, unmitigated determination. And a desire to keep going anyway. Regardless of how my brain says no. Oh! I glanced over. And I lost track of the looples. RIP! Let's retry. Oh, Subnautica... Oh, yeah. I don't know. Subnautica 2's been a bit of a mess. I did love Subnautica, though. And, Below Zero was kind of fun. I still haven't finished Subnautica on stream yet, though. I plan on doing that at some point. Oh, there it is. That's the achievement I was going for. Now, what achievement do I need to get next? Up. RIP. What? I mean, yeah, Sans is right, but also, it's PG-13 sort of a stream here. You're allowed to say that word. I'm not gonna say it too much. I'm very careful about when I use certain strong language. Eventually I might use it, but until I need to use it, I won't. That way it keeps its, power. Strong language is like a knife. A knife that you do not want to play around with. It has its uses, but, yeah, don't worry about it, Sans. Just don't go overboard with it. With strong language of that sort. Honestly, I'm very excited about the new Valve, Index, the new Valve headset. Mainly because it doesn't have base station. I've been using my Quest 2 for years now, and, like, I absolutely love not having any additional setup. You can just take it anywhere, it's super lightweight, it's super easy to use, and unlike Meta, Valve is actually a company that I respect and would give a good product. My VR headset has been just constantly dying as well. Like, the thumbsticks both have terrible drift, and I've replaced both of their thumbstick things, so it's been fixed twice, but at this point, I'm just not gonna invest any more in it. Ah, I see. So you already have the base stations, and you just want to be able to use them for, like, full-body tracking or something? What was it? The Steam Frame, is that what it's called? I think so. Anyway, when I do upgrade to a new VR headset, I'm gonna go right for the Steam Frame. Tired of Meta. Not a good company. Don't trust them. I feel like that's something that most big companies don't get about Steam. They don't get why we adore it. And the reason we adore it is because it's like a genuinely good company that isn't just faking positivity for the sake of PR. They genuinely care about us as a consumer base. My bad. I done did the thing where I got bit. It happens. Ah. So, why is it that you wish that they used base stations? Or allowed for base stations? I see. My experience with the Meta Quest 2 has been that I've never needed base stations. It's always worked really well on its own. And from what I know, the Steam Frame is going to be even better. I should probably let those biters form into one super gloople. Actually, I think the way I can go about doing that is... well, they were doomed anyway. GG. Bye-bye, biters. Oops, that one wasn't doomed. Oh, there goes one. What? Yeah, I survived. I did it. Whoops. Wanted that one to make it into being a proper biter, though. Or, the super biter. That's what I was trying to think of. Ah! Rip. I done did the thing. I don't know. I haven't seen how the Steam Frame's actually going to manage this. I feel like I need to see it before I actually make a decision. But to my knowledge, it should be pretty good, and given that it's going to have eye tracking and a whole bunch of other features just built in natively, I feel like that alone is going to be awesome. Again, though, we'll have to wait and see to know exactly how it all works out. I am curious about how it's going to link up to my PC. I mean, it should have an easy time. Like, easier than the Quest. Mainly because with the Quest, I need to go through a whole bunch of things. I genuinely hate the Quest so much right now for all of the trouble it's put me through. Like, first, I had to worry about my Wi-Fi not being good enough, and... no, it was first, the Quest broke down because they changed something so that I couldn't as easily connect to my computer. And then, once that was sorted out, which took me a while to figure out, I had to figure out a new way for it to fix... Or, no, then they broke the Quest link. So I couldn't directly connect my Quest to my computer through their in-app thing, because they broke it. So then I had to start going through a third-party app, which then broke it, so I had to get a third-party connector so that I could connect my Quest directly to my computer, which then they broke that, so I had to update my entire Wi-Fi. It was stupid. It was stupid, and they continuously broke everything over and over again. Now I'm just fed up with Meta. There's a whole bunch more that I'm forgetting right now, but I've had nothing but bad experiences with them, like, since COVID ended. Yeah, they have not been a great company for me. During COVID, they were amazing, though. They had top-tier customer service, and then they got rid of the customer service and replaced it with a bunch of incompetent people. Or maybe they replaced it with AI, I'm not really sure by that point. Rip, I was not paying attention. And just sort of vibing, not paying close attention to the slimes. There's a bunch of games like these. Maybe I should do videos. But then again, I'm not sure how much you guys would actually enjoy that. Video game videos. I'm pretty sure most of you are here for Miku videos. I should get back to making more plushie videos, but I told myself I'm not making another plushie video until I've finished this animated Teto video. Oops. I did get a new achievement, though. Yeah, that would not shock me if they decide to fire a whole bunch of devs all at once. I think that's when Mark had realized that his dream of making the metaverse just wasn't gonna happen. So rather than refocusing on what they had that was really going for them, which was a massive market share of the VR gaming industry, they were like, nah, we're not doing this anymore. Let's throw everything out. Throw it in the trash. Start working on something that we can make into something even more evil. Indeed, Teto. Oh, that was close. I almost got bitten. That would not be fun. You guys ever been bitten before? It is not enjoyable. At least I would assume not. I didn't even bother with the Quest 3. I was thinking about it, but then I just kept waiting, and then I realized that nothing was getting better with it. Ah, I got bit. He done aided me. Oh, you've done the, wait, you have been bitten? Or you have tried the Quest 3? What were we talking about? We were probably talking about something. You know what I haven't thought about in ages? How are the Hollow Stars doing? I kind of stopped really watching them after I realized I'm never gonna be one. They just didn't really you know, appeal to me. I don't know how to put it. They made me feel bad for being there. Like, I was there so that they could stroke their own egos. And it wasn't like I mattered. They made me feel like they were bragging and that was their live stream. For them to brag. Ah, you've been bit. I once bit a guy. But in my defense, he picked me up and I was a little kid. He should not have tried to pick me up. I wasn't even trying to bite him. I thought I was biting his t-shirt, but apparently not. And also, I was upside down, so kinda hard for me to tell what was going on. I think the moral of that story is don't pick up random children. Even if you are a camp counselor, you have no place doing that. You are liable to be bitten. Well, I feel like a dog biting you is different. I've been bitten by dogs before. When I was a little kid, I was bitten by a dog. It was scary, and I cried, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand why the dog was biting me. I had a lot of things happen to me when I was a kid. Man, I think I might have had a really messed up childhood. Isn't that sad? Then again, the more I consider it, the more I realize my life in general has been kind of messed up. I could probably tell my whole life story, but I don't feel up to it right now. But man, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened to me over the years. Not to mention everything that has led up to me becoming a VTuber. My entire mission statement of trying to make life better for as many people as I can. That's from experience and knowing how much life just sucks in general. That's why I'm here, and why I do the things I do. And at this point, I guess I've made peace with the fact that I'm never gonna be a big name. I'm not actually sure where my life is going, but as long as I can get by, I'm sure it'll be fine. That's how it goes, though. You know, I used to work with this guy at IKEA who told me about his life story and how he used to dream of being an engineer and solving homelessness. But that sort of fell apart on him. Then he ended up working at IKEA and just trying to make a life for himself. It seems to be how things go for most people. Then they end up forgotten by society. Just sort of in the background. But I recognize you guys are there. And I care that you're there. I hope that's worth something. Faces. I'll have to read that whole thing when I have a moment, because that's a lot to read, and if I take my eyes off the screen for too long, I might be bitten. Bitten by a biter. Oh, I tried to read it anyway. Oh man, there's a lot of things that you've said, Demon. I gotta read it. Oh! Rip. Let's see here, what'd you say? Ooh, a new PC, that sounds awesome. You never checked the Hollow Stars? I mean... yeah, I'll come back to them after I read the rest of the stuff you said. I mean, Yeah, you're right. My parents didn't educate me. I don't really go near children, to be honest. I tend to stay in my room, away from the world. I have thought about teaching English in Japan, though. I don't mind working with kids, but as a general rule, I do not want to, like, interact with them more than necessary. I don't want to interact with most people more than necessary, now that I think about it. But that aside, remembering that we just recently got back to the... Oof. Yeah, that is pretty brutal. The Great Recession, that was the 2008 financial crisis. I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but I'm actually, an economist. That's what I am in university studying, economics. So, I could actually go on and on about how the 2008 financial crisis happened. It happened not simply because there were people that were careless, but because there were, specific people in the economic system that simply didn't care. They saw a chance to make money, and they did everything they could to maximize on it. Kind of like what's going on now. What had happened at that time was there was a group of people with, I think it was Goldman Sachs or something? No, it was JP Morgan, so a big bank. And they realized there's a way that they could start selling effectively the money people owe when they take out a mortgage, which is a loan that you take out when you want to buy a house. So they bundle those things up together into a big collection of assets, supposed assets, because the reality is it's money people owed, and it was all stacked together into a bundle of which other people could buy into. On its own, it seemed like a good idea. I mean, these are mortgages that people need to keep paying back, and if you buy into it, you're paying for what they owe, so the bank isn't on the hook for the money. And over time, you will make a profit. But what ended up happening is these financial institutions kept doing that, and in order to avoid looking like there was as much risk, they came up with another idea, which was called a credit default swap, which was basically taking the danger of if people couldn't pay back their loans and putting it somewhere else. Saying, oh, well, it's under the rug, doesn't exist anymore, not our problem. Which means the money was still owed, someone had to pay it, but now it didn't look like the people who had lent out the money actually had to pay it. So then they started continuing to tangle this wire that had already gotten to be this huge mess. Next thing you know, there's tons of loans that nobody can repay because people, selling the loans just got really carried away. And, it's getting dangerous. It all built up into one massive collapse, of which people from all over the world had bought into. So once some people couldn't pay for their loans, a whole bunch of people couldn't pay for their loans. And it just turned into this catastrophic, I was doing so well. But basically now things in very similar veins are happening again, only this time instead of it being homes that people are buying into, it's AI. In reality, AI doesn't actually give back the money. Like, it has no tangible use that will make money. The most it can do is save a bit of money on hiring costs. But the reality is, you don't have money going to people that will spend it, which is what makes more money. An economy is about when we trade with each other. And what they're doing is taking out people that are trading, that are buying things that now they can't afford to because they're being replaced with AI. So the long and short of it, or the short of it is, AI won't really make money, it'll save money and result in nobody having money. That is an oversimplification to the point at which it doesn't even tell you the things you need to know. But I'm focused on slashing little slime guys, not explaining economics. Or worse. Getting into politics. Ugh. That stuff is gross. I don't want to think about politics. But when it comes to economics, that is kind of my field of specialty. Oh. That could have been bad. I think the more important thing for me to bring up is, if you're currently in a position where you are economically vulnerable, how can you avoid the harm that would be caused by the economy collapsing in on itself completely? Well, the first piece of advice I would say is be careful not to make a run on the banks. Which is basically when you try and take out all of your money all at once. The banks don't have all of it all at once because they constantly give out loans. So technically, when you take money out of the... or when you put money in the bank, it is no longer the money you have. It's just a piece of paper that... or a number on a screen now, because it used to be a piece of paper that said how much money you have. But in reality, all of your money has been put into a pile with everyone else's money, which the bank then lends out to other people. And when interest is made on those payments for those loans, that's when the bank makes money. So if everyone takes out all of their money all at once, the bank will run out of money for people to take out, which is what causes a run on the banks, and then the bank will implode, because nothing's holding it up anymore. That's the super brief version of how banks work. Oh hey, I got an achievement for... oh, jeez. Oh, they're everywhere. Beep. Please, no. Ah! No! No! Hey! Please! I don't want to be stabbed! Being a pincushion does not look like fun! Oof. Jeez, where are all these slime glooples coming from? Right. Oh no! GG. I tried and I died. I were killed. Forward player. Nice! I'm glad that you've been working out and feeling good about yourself. Getting buff is hard. It is physically difficult to do. I've tried many times. But I just don't have the energy these days. World is tough. Life is tough. Slimes are tough. Times are tough. I just want to sit around and hang out. On occasion, I'll make stuff. And hopefully it's stuff that people enjoy. That's sort of a side piece, isn't it? Side quest. That's the term I'm looking for, isn't it? Yes, it is. I gotta make it to the end. Ow. Oh man, there's gonna be an achievement for killing the queen. That's gonna be difficult. I should check how many awards there are left to win after this. Because I have no clue. And now I'm thinking about the world. AI is a weird thing as well. Like, I genuinely can't see that much of a use for it. And it is becoming pretty clear that the more people that use it, the dumber they get because they become completely reliant on it. And they can't be bothered to do their own research anymore. So they just take what AI tells them as gospel. Genuinely terrifying stuff. And I know firsthand how easy it is to convince someone of something that's completely false. I've seen it happen over and over again. And it's the people that think that they are the smartest that are the easiest to convince. Because they think that they can't be wrong, so they just believe everything, and then because their own ego, they let themselves believe everything. And they can't perceive that they could be wrong. Ah. That wasn't fair. I was surrounded. Let's see here. Awards. There's a lot left. Sick combo. Awarded for splitting 6 loopholes in a single swing. Now that's a great swing. Opportunity knocked, and you slashed the crap out of it. Good times. RIP 25. Determined. Awarded for being killed 25 times. It's okay, I had another guy. It's a reference to Futurama. Good times. Commitment. Awarded for playing the game 45 minutes total. See, now you're trying to see everything. You're mine now. Addiction. Awarded for playing the game at an hour total. This is the point at which you should be worried about how much you've played this little game. That's funny. I feel like this game has been completely outclassed by today's modern standards for games. Litterbug, awarded for splatting 50 clutters. Only the adult clutters counted for this one. Otherwise, it would have been too easy. Also, the name wouldn't have made much sense. I get it. Passive-aggressive, awarded for knocking a sharp out of bounds. They say coward, I say effective threat management. Tomato. Till it breaks, awarded for sparking against a hard target 50 times. Surprisingly, the Splatmaster 3000's warranty excludes beating it against giant homicidal boulders and swatting metallic spiky balls with it. Not exactly comprehensive coverage. Guerrilla Tactics, awarded for knocking a sharp into another gloople. Fight fire with fire, and fight little blobs with other sharp, pointy blobs. I love that. This game has my type of comedy in it. Alright. How long have I been playing this for? I mean, I know I've been playing at least an hour, but I don't actually have... It doesn't count how long I've been, an hour and a half. Really. I guess I'm out of practice in terms of live streaming because I feel like I've been at this for way longer than I have. Alright, back to the splattering. The real problem is I'm not sure what to talk about now, because my brain has turned into mush. As it turns out, if you are isolated and don't have anyone to talk to for like 2 weeks, your brain starts to degrade. Yeah, go figure, right? Who could have seen that coming? So now I need to get back into the hang of talking more and interacting more, which is like a whole training thing. I need to go through a training montage, and you guys are going to need to be there, because the training montage is talking to you guys. I need to run up some steps. I need to catch a chicken. I need to have Eye of the Tiger playing in the background while all this happens. It's the eye of... It's been a long time since I've done karaoke. I should do that again. Alright. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by, Sans. Ooh. New achievement. I might end after this one, now that I think about it. So, let's finish this attempt at destroying the... Wait, what size nest was this? I think this was the medium size. Ow. Alright. I just gotta survive. Oh, you know what I should do? I should also go into... Ow. Practice nest. Or practice thing. Practice. Because there is a type of oozle that I want... Or gloople. Type of gloople that I want to find. But in order to get it, I need 2 biters to merge. Darn. Darn it. There's a lot of them now. Come on. Bump into each other. Ow! Dang. Let's retry that. Come on, I want to see the big scary guy with all the teeth. The infinite teeth. I don't remember what it was called. The infinite tooth pizza. It wasn't really a pizza, though. It was just a spinning horror frisbee of... There it is! That's the one. That's the one I was looking for. And if it hits you with any of those tooth projectiles, then you're done for. Come on. You can't actually get rid of it until it does a very specific attack. Oh! I got stabbed in the back with a tooth. Okay. Well, at least I've seen it now. I don't think that you can actually get the achievement for it until after you've dealt with it in the nest. Either way, I think I'm done for now. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming by, everybody. And have a wonderful night. Oh man, it's been a while since I did the... There it is.
See you next time.